So we saw in part one video was Adam all the way to the flood. Now we want to talk about the timeline of the flood all the way to the Exodus. So Adam to the flood, as we saw in part one, was 1646 years. And then what we're going to do right now is we're going to do the flood all the way to the Exodus. Okay, so in Genesis 11:10 we have, this is 2 years post the flood, as Shem had Arphaxad. And then in Genesis 11:12, Arphaxad had Shelah at the age of 35. And then in Genesis 11:14, Shelah had Eber at the age of 30. In Genesis 11:16, Eber had Peleg at the age of 34. And then Genesis 11:18, Peleg had Reu at the age of 30. And then in Genesis 11:20, Reu had Serug at the age of 32. Genesis 11:22, Serug had Nahor at the age of 30. Genesis 11:24, Nahor had Terah at the age of 29. In Genesis 11:26, Tahor had Abram at the age of 70. In Genesis 21:5, Abram had Isaac at the age of 100. Genesis 25:26, Isaac had Jacob at the age of 60. In Exodus 12:40 through 41, it tells us that Jacob to the Exodus, when they were freed, was 430 years. So if you total that all up, that's 931 years from the flood to the Exodus when the Israelites were freed. And that is from Adam all the way till the Exodus. That is 2,577 years. So 2,577 years from Adam all the way to the Exodus. Stay tuned for part two. Once again, no regret, no retreat, no surrender, unless it's to Christ. Y'all have a beautiful day.